Okay, you guys, why am I dancing? It's always a day to dance. We are making a very special salad today for Lynne. This is not a surprise because she's behind the camera helping me film tonight. Hello. And we are making something that she hasn't had since she was a wee babe. And in my 40 years, I've never had this. Never tried it, never made it, nothing. What am I talking about? Strawberry pretzel salad. Quintessential Midwestern, Middle America, picnic, July, August salad. Everyone, every family has made this, and it's out. Kids love it. It's a sweet, salty, sugary goodiness. It's a fake salad. The fact that it's called a salad cracks me up. But I digress. I've never had one. Never had a bite of it. Never. But Lynne had it last when she was little. And because her birthday is coming up early August, we were going through recipes a couple months back, and I ran across this and I'm like, never heard of this. What is this? And she went, oh my heavens, let me tell you, I haven't had this since I was a babe. And I said, well, do you want it for an early birthday, treat just to have in the fridge? So we're doing it. So it's not a surprise by any means. Hi, Dobby. I've got Dobby doing figure eights in between my legs. Hi, baby. Yeah. He's a chatty catty today, so it's not a bad thing. All righty. Very simple ingredients for this today. We've got some crushed pretzels, some butter, two different measurements of sugar, one for the base, the pretzel base, and one for the cream cheese filling. Cream cheese, obviously. We've got a whole tub of Cool Whip or frozen whipped topping, 2 boxes of strawberry gelatin, some boiled water, and obviously one of the key things up here is frozen sliced sweetened strawberries. That's it. I did not have a lot of this in my refrigerator and pantry and stuff like that. I did have to go out and purchase a few specialty items because we never carry Jello, we never carry Cool Whip, and we actually had the fruit in our freezer because I've been on a smoothie kick. And yeah, I love to just gnaw on frozen fruit. Sometimes it's good, especially when it's hot out. So we are going to go ahead and start this off. We need to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. We go ahead and do that because I forgot to do that when we were resetting the kitchen. We need to add our crushed pretzels, it calls for margarine, but I just substituted out for butter, and a little bit of sugar. And we're going to press that into the bottom of our 13 by 9 Pyrex. It calls for a oven-proof, oven-ready 9 by 13 because we are going to not bake it up in the oven just to get it set and kind of let all that goodness meld together. So we've got here 2.5 cups of crushed pretzels that I've been nibbling on. Don't tell anybody. We've got a 1/3 cup margarine. We substitute that out for 5 and a chica tablespoons of butter. It was like 5 and like 1/3 of a tablespoon. I just used the measurement marker on the stick of butter for the 1/3 cup. So we're going to add that in. We're going to swirl that around real fast. Some of the milk solids have separated, but okay. And then we've got our 3 tablespoons of sugar. Stir all of this around. We're actually going to end up, I'm going to wipe out this bowl and we're just going to reuse it for our filling. So it's not like it's going to go in a different dish. This actually smells good. The warm butter makes all this smell like a heated up, warm, soft pretzel almost. That's a good smell. Reminds me of like going to the state fairs or a county fair. Just trying to get all that sugar up off the bottom here. Alrighty, loves. I need a scraper. It says congealed on my spoon. If the camera goes a little wonky, we've got our sweet Ollivander, or Ollie. He's making his presence known. So if the camera moves a little bit, he is pretty insistent upon walking in between the tripods. So I apologize, but heads up. All righty. Oh, there's hardly anything left on the bottom of this bowl. That's fantastic. Won't have much to wipe out. That's good. Okay. Okay, this is going to bake when the oven is ready. This is going to bake for 10 minutes, and then it needs to cool down a little bit. So shouldn't be too bad. This is still really loose in here, which is fine. I am going to set it back on top of the stove so that when it dings at me, we're good to move on. Alrighty, loves. We just got our timer just went off. Just got this pulled out of the oven. The entire kitchen smells like a soft baked pretzel. It is the best smell right now. I didn't think that this type of a pretzel base would smell like this. You guys, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, if it tastes as good as it smells, game on. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let this cool down, and I will be back to start our filling mixture. I just put a paper towel over our strawberries that are still coming to room temperature, still very frozen. And then we're going to start in on our filling so that when we're done with our filling, we can add it to our cooled pretzel base. So I'll see you guys here in just a sec. Lynne keeps yelling at me.
I do not.
She does. Because I keep eating the pretzels. You guys, these are delicious.
We're not going to have any crust.
It's a little, there's a couple holes in the crust. It's like little bites of sugary crack. It's good. Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know if you can or not. But they're good. Anywho, okay, I've got to stop eating them. We are going to work on, I have to keep my hands busy now. We are going to work on our cream cheese filling. We've got one big block of regular, no low fat, no nothing like that, Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, and we've got how much sugar? 1 cup of sugar. If you don't like sugar and you want to make this with a different sweetener, the recipe book does say you can use Splenda instead. Thought that was an interesting little workaround. So that's good. All right, we are going to go, I'm just going to set this off to the side for just a minute. We're going to go ahead and blend up our room temperature cream cheese and our 1 cup of sugar. There's sugar flying out of it. I could feel it. If you know, you know. Alrighty, after this, we are going to go ahead and add in our tub, and it should be a 13 ounce. No, this is an 8 ounce container. The recipe called for a 13 ounce tub. We could not find one at our grocery store, so we are settling for an 8 ounce tub of Cool Whip. I'm not sure if that's how dramatically that's going to change the filling volume. A couple ounces, but 5 ounces is a lot when it comes to Cool Whip. So I don't know. We will see.
Now, what I've seen from online ones,
Mhm.
everybody else uses 8 ounces. So this one
Oh,
was
okay.
different than some of the other ones that I've seen.
Okay.
So I'm hoping we should be okay. Maybe this one was just supposed to be creamier.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oops. Whoops. This has been out for room temperature for maybe an hour. So it's a little loose, but that's okay. We're gonna get it into the fridge and we're gonna get this stuff set up.
You cheated.
How many of y'all grew up with this as Tupperware?
Me?
I did. That margarine tubs and oh yeah. It is what it is. All right. Set that off to the side, get this blended up just a little bit. This smells good. Still doesn't beat the warm smell of pretzels though, y'all. That smell makes me want to make homemade soft pretzels. That's good. This salad's gonna rock. Oh my gosh. This is like cream cheese filling. Cheesecake filling. It is a cream cheese filling. I haven't had enough soda today. Ooh, that's got a really good tangy taste to it. Ooh, I like it. Now I know why you liked this as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and spread this all over our crust. And our crust has cooled down dramatically. It's still a wee bit hot, but I think we're going to move in the kitchen fast enough to get this set up in the fridge relatively soon, probably within the next 5-6 minutes. Just try to make this as even of a layer as we can. Try to get all those pretzels covered. Alrighty, loves. I think we're good. Okay. Next up, we need 2 cups of boiling water. We're going to go ahead and dissolve our gelatin in our boiling water. I've had the kettle on here for just a few. I think it's on its second round of heating up. And this is just simple 2 boxes of Jello strawberry gelatin. That's it. Woo! That smells strong. Oh, that smells good. It smells like our childhood. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this around until the Jello completely dissolves. It's so weird making Jello that we don't add in the cold water, you know, the other element of making Jello. It's just, I don't know, that's weird to me, you guys. Still got a little bit of graininess in the bottom here. Just going to try to work that out. Don't want any grit in our dessert. Maybe 30 more seconds. Oh, that really dropped the temperature of this down fast. That's fantastic.
Now you know why they say frozen.
Yeah. The outside of the bowl is already cold. Oh my heavens, that worked fast. Alrighty, loves. I'm going to go ahead and plunk this into the refrigerator, and I'm going to keep checking it like every maybe 5-10 minutes It needs to thicken up slightly so that we can pour it on top of our custard, our Cool Whip mixture. I'm also going to plop that into the refrigerator as well, get everything starting to reach the same coolness. So I'll bring you guys back here when this has slightly thickened, and we're going to add our strawberry topping to our custard topping. Be right back. Alrighty, loves, just pulled out the wonderful Jello strawberry mixture. It did thicken up just a little bit. We're unsure if it's too thick. It might be a little too thick, but we're going to give it a go anyway. It's the first time making the salad, and we'll know what not to do because I've tasted the separate components of this, and this is a winner. So I can't wait to have my first slice tomorrow when we have lunch. So super, super excited. Alrighty, loves, let's go ahead and just gently add this to the top. I don't want to break the bottom layer by any means. I'm just going to try to slowly shimmer this out. And this will continue to set up in the refrigerator. It smells so good. I love the combination of the strawberry jello with the actual real sliced strawberries in here. This is, Lynne and I were talking about, you know, who on earth came up with this combination, and we were cracking up a little bit in the kitchen, playing out possible scenarios of how this recipe started, but I would be entertained to hear the history. So
yeah, I want to say thank you.
And yes, and Lynne wants to say thank you. It smells so good, you guys. Try to make sure there's strawberry chunks, not just a plop of jello. Try to push it down just a little bit. I want it to adhere to the cream cheese Cool Whip layer. Alrighty. Huzzah, loves, we are done. I want to taste this right now. I'm going to hold myself until tomorrow's lunch. Lunch or dinner. I'm not sure what time we're doing food tomorrow, but yeah. Hugs and loves. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. Shoot me a comment down below, and I'll answer any questions that you have. And if you guys have had this before, lucky you. Oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? My mom never made this. We never even talked about this growing up. So I have been missing out in the first half of my life. Yeah, I'm so bitter. This is sweet enough to fix it. So, alrighty. Hugs and loves. I'll catch you guys on the next video.